Hello and welcome back to another episode, or part 2 of Team Swap with Celtic and Man United, both swapping places in their respective leagues. So we've moved on another 3 years. We're 6 years now into this experiment. We're in 2024. The season has just finished, and we're just going to take a look at Man United, see how they've done in the last 3 years. So I would expect them to, well, look at league history for starters. Solskjaer is still the manager. Captain is Bruno Fernandes. Lukaku's vice-captain. Key players Ryan Gravenberch, who's he, and Jack Hamilton. Wow, look at them stats. It's a win after win after win after win. So they went 2 seasons without losing a game. I mean, that's just fantastic. So we left at 21. 112, so they topped the 109 they got in the first season. Again, 37 wins this time, and out of 38 and 1 draw. 96 goals, though they're not quite reaching the 100 goal mark like they did in the second season, but not achieving the 100 points mark, so it's a bit strange there. But they're only conceding 10 goals this time, which isn't bad at all. Just have a look at their transfers. If we just jump back a couple of seasons, so we saw that one. Let's just have a quick look at some of the guys that they have brought in. 38.5 million, Federico Valverde from Real Madrid, rising up to 58 million. Do they really need somebody like that? 51 million for this guy, 56 million for Jedvaj from Hoffenheim. Is he a forward? No, he's a right back. Wow. That's some going as well. That is really fit. That's an awful lot of money. £19 million. Lincoln from FLA. Berda from Kiev, 16. So again, once more, money is no object to this Man United side. They just seem to be spending. Mateus, Enrique, Bogle, and Juan Sancho. Adja, he's gone to Dortmund for 27. They did spend an awful lot on him. Is he the guy from Celtic that we bought? I think he was, wasn't he? Yeah, we bought him from Celtic, United did, for 60 and sold him for half. Did they lose their value in the Scottish League? It seems to be the case. Thomas Partey's gone to Tottenham for 24, rising up to 26. Mason Greenwood's gone to Leicester now. How is he doing? He did play a couple of games. He seems to be establishing himself as a striker in the Premiership, which is nice to see. Hopefully he can do a job for us this season. Phil Jones has gone. 9 million. Scott McTominay has gone to Lokomotiv Moscow. 6.5 million. Alex Sanchez has finally gone. He's gone for 4.5 million. He's gone to Dynamo Kiev. He's 35 years old. He's only on 33 grand a week. I don't know if Man United subsidising him. I don't know. They bought him 35, so it's not quite excessive. I think when they did buy him, he hasn't really. Well, he has been scoring some goals though. To be fair, let's just have a look at the players as well, shall we? Who have they got? So De Gea is still there at 33. He's still worth 31 million though. He's the highest. Is he the highest paid player now? He is. He's the highest paid player now. But position-wise, Martin Scott, Orlandi, Rivera, Mateus, Biscuits. They have got a relatively young side. Bruno Fernandes is 29 now. Jesse Lingard from the old guys are still there. Son's still there, going great guns. Jack Harrison. Lukaku is still hanging around. And as you can see, United are dominating that altogether, aren't they? Well, it looks like the league's lost its reputation. It's right down to 19th now. They did get up to 16th, so this is the season they got maximum, well, almost maximum points. I mean, that is some distance away from Rangers down here though. 12 losses there, but they did draw against St Johnstone 1-1. Ross County get relegated. Aberdeen dropped into the bottom half. 5th season, well, once again 33 points of difference. Rangers do rally and they go back up to 2nd spot, which isn't bad going at all. Who we got there? Rangers 2nd spot again. So they seem to be playing second fiddle to United at the moment, which was expected though, to be perfectly fair. The actual scores then. They lost to Bayern Munich 3-1 in there. They lost in the Betfred Cup final to St Mirren though, 2-0. How rude. Betfred Cup. So United have won it 3 in the last 6 years. Aberdeen, St Mirren and Hibernian winning it in between time. Wow. I forgot they have to go through like a group stage. They lost in the Scottish Cup final as well. So let's have a look. United have won it twice. Rangers seem to be dominating that one though. Following season, they don't seem to be in Europe. Why are they not in Europe? Which is a little bit strange. But they have got this Ladbrokes Premiership Champions Group, whatever that is. So why is there no Europe? Do they not get into Europe anymore? Continental qualification. Top team qualifies for European Champions Cup. Second. Oh. Apparently, United have been ineligible. Why is that? So that is the reason then. So they can only play in the 3. Why? I'm intrigued. If anybody could tell me why. Is it because we transferred them into the Scottish and it just messes things up? I don't know, but it shouldn't do. But United are illegible. Why is that? Let's just have a look in the Champions League. See who's actually dominating then. It looks like Man City are. And Real Madrid have got in there as well. So it's Real Madrid and Man City all the way. Europa. So where's that Euro Cup then? Dortmund, Lyon, Valencia, Tottenham, PSG and United have won it in 18-19. And that is about it. I'm just intrigued as to why they are not allowed in Europe, which is rather annoying. Celtic then. Let's just have a look and see. Well, they're still in the Championship. So following from last season, from the season where we left off, they did finish in 5th, accumulating 74 points. But the following season, they did get promoted. I'm assuming through the playoffs, together with Leeds and Blackburn. So they went up to the Premiership. So we'll just have a look up there as well, just see where they came. So was it that one? And they finished 16th in the Premiership. That's not bad going at all. Premiership then, they have struggled once again, losing 20, 38 points, and again just scraping relegation. But Blackburn and Leeds go back down, but Celtic do survive. And the following season, they didn't escape it at all. So they're managing to stay in for a little bit, just get a little bit of cash in the meantime. But not an awful lot at all, is it? But Man City just seem to be done. Oh, Arsenal managed to get in there somewhere. So let's just have a look at their transfer history then. Maximin Collin, 2 million. Jack Harrison from Man City they bring in as well for 1.9. So I'm assuming this is for the Premiership season. But once again, money seems to be a problem. McGregor's went to Liverpool for 15 million. Edouard is gone as well. They've lost their star striker. Boggles went to United for 7 million. Mings, McDonald. So they've just been clearing out their whole side, haven't they? Really, mainly the bigger earners. The following season, then, who did they bring in? Anybody really? 5 million for Grot, Cantwell from Norwich, Durham from Huddersfield. But they do seem to be struggling an awful lot. And for this season just finished, they did bring in Brian Jones from St Mirren and Sam Byram from West Ham as well. Todd and Benteke. Christian Benteke is still playing, 33 years old. He decided he wants to give Celtic a chance. He only scored 1 in 12, so struggling a little bit. But we just have a look who they have let go. Leighton, Reed, Alan Hughes. A lot of them have gone on loan. So what do their side look like now then, I guess? 45 grand is Todd Rogic. Benteke's on... Tunzabi's on 35 grand a week. Nice one. He's only 26 years old as well. Duhan's still there and Hazard's still there. I would have expected them to win in the Championship by now. Hopefully. I mean, what are their odds on this coming here 6th? Once again, United are proving their worth with endless amount of money, and it just goes to show that they're capable of winning the Scottish Premiership. But I wonder what would have happened if Celtic remained in there. Would there be much of a contest? So the season preview then for Celtic, they look like they're favourites to go up. Second, so they've just come back down. and they're due to go up once more. Right, we are going to fast forward another 4 years. We'll make it 10 years in total. Have a quick look after and see where they stand, and I think it's pretty conclusive, really. I don't think we really need to do any more, but we'll fast forward it another 4 years, 10 in total. That's what we'll do, and we'll just check them out and see if Celtic can get back into the Premiership and stay there. And United, let's see if we can get a full 10 championships, shall we? Right, we've moved along another 4 years. We're now 10 years since Manchester United dropped into the Ladbrokes Scottish Premiership. You look on the right hand side, apart from Celtic, United have absolutely dominated the Scottish Premiership. Now, I did have a look back as to why United were not in Europe, and the only thing that I can really think of is there is a penalty. You get an immediate ban from taking part, and it is from the fair play rules down here. The teams must avoid making a loss of 4.48 million over a three season period in order to comply with the financial play regulations. That failure to comply will result in the following sanction: a ban for the competition for 1 year. That is the only reason I can think that they are not in Europe, because I did miss one season out for United as well on the transfers, and there's one person I did miss. They remain rich, however, it's whether or not they are losing money at the same time. I just don't know. So if we just have a look at the transfers, so that's the last one we did, the fifth season, so the sixth season really. Troy Parrott, £100 million they paid for him, and Gravenberg 79 million. So they're spending money. There's 179 million there. 200 million possibly in total, or just over. I mean, that is a serious amount of money, and they're not selling an awful lot either. 35 for Berge. Martial went to Real Madrid for 34 million in that season. Chong went for 30. Lindelof is gone. Looks like majority of the big players have now left. That is the only reason I can think of why they must have got an immediate ban or on each season, because they have been spending outrageous amount of money, and they must be making a loss over the years. So they lost 2 games there. The gap is 31. Who did they lose to? Rangers both times. Wow. Aberdeen lying in 7th. So this following season they didn't lose a game. 36 wins, 110 points, 95, 15 conceded, and it was St Mirren and Kilmarnock. It's the same old, but look at this. 12 points gap now. They are getting closer as Rangers this time. Again, United lose both games to Rangers. Home this time. So was that the first loss at home in, what is it, how many years? 10 years maybe? Could be more than that, could be less than that. I'm not quite sure, but it's close to 10. But that is getting closer. So what happened in this final season? The gap went again. So United lost Hibernian this time. I'm assuming they drew with Rangers there, Kilmarnock twice. But again, not conceding an awful lot of goals. But they have managed to score 103 goals this season. 13 against Dundee United, 10 against Motherwell and Aberdeen. Just have a look at the transfers then. So the 23-24, so where they made that Mata did go to Bournemouth for a free. I missed that one. Right, so the following season then is the spending carrying on. 47 million Hernandez from Watford, William from Porto 40 million. So they're still spending the monies. Son's gone to Shakhtar for 11. Enrique's gone. So Jesse Lingard has finally gone to Tottenham. 10 million. 35 years old now, so still a fair bit of money. And then he went on to Southampton as well. Right, let's have a look at this season then. It's doing it. Order, Gamboa, Mateus Fernandez, Dardano. Sold Vivaldi to Barcelona for 21 million. Sancho's gone to Napoli. Lukaku finally has left the club. 35 years old. 215 grand a week. How odd did he do in the end? Not an awful lot of goals. 245 goals in 5, so 1 in every 2. It's not emphatic. Not what you would want from a expensive striker. See, again, only 3 signings this time. Pieri, 59 million, and Juan Rodriguez from Real Madrid for 46 million. 26 years old. They let go Gamboa, going up to 72 million from Bayern. Gravenberch's gone to Real Madrid for 63. So a lot of money going in. So they're obviously getting rid of a lot of players. So they must be losing money and then selling a load off. I mean, 200 million sold that year. Looking into the final season then. 58 million for Vaz from Bayern Munich. 33 for Idris for PSG. Oscar Dennis from Colorado. And then I'm assuming he's a young one, is he? 22 years old, goalkeeper. Right, and the finals sellings. Williams gone to Real Madrid for 46 million. Fernando's gone. Dodano's gone. Be interested to see who they have actually got left in their side. But that is 66 million once again, but they've overspent. Let's just have a quick look at who they've got. It's a very, very short team now, isn't it? De Gea's still going strong. He's dropped down to 155 grand a week now. 1.6 million is worth, so he's staying there to the end. And let's just have a look at what he's done. I mean, look at that, conceding goals. He's conceding that's not right. 142 and 662 games, really. But he's been 7 goals conceded that year. Who else have they got? Orlando, Silva, Burton, Davies. Anybody really from the older guys? Everybody has literally gone. Everybody has gone. There's only De Gea that is left. Wow, there's a turn up for the Bucks. Just before we move on, let's just have a look at if they've managed to get into Europe or anything like that. So it looks like the ban is still imposed, so they must be making a loss every season, which isn't good business really. So they must be able to turn it around at some point, surely. Scottish Cup. Let's have a quick look. So again, last 4 seasons, United have won it twice. Kilmarnock are in there as well. They've won it a fair few times. Kilmarnock now, haven't they? Betfred Cup, what's happened here? United are going strong in that last 4 seasons. They've won it 3 times, so they've done really, really well. The following season, still no Europe. That is the only thing I can really think of why they're not in Europe. That is the only reason I can think of, that they must be losing money more than the fair play allows you to. But it looks like they're not going to be getting back into Europe anytime soon either. But attendances wise, if we just filter out by home, still picking up the attendances quite easily. And that's, wow. They only lost 2 games at home against Bayern, both friendlies as well. But apart from that, the home form is really, really good. Let's just have a look on the away. So the attendances away from home aren't that great though. 50,000 against Rangers. That seems to be the main one. Rangers 50,000. But apart from that, attendances are still quite low. So even with the insurgence of the United side in Scotland, doesn't really hype up the attendances really that much. Right. Let's have a look how Celtic have got on. Right. So when we left off, they've just got relegated back to the Championship. And they were predicted to finish 2nd, I believe. They actually finished in 8th position. So that's not bad from them at all. 14 losses, 70 points accumulated, 6 points off an automatic place or playoff. Well, were they in the playoff place? Did they miss out? Ipswich, Luton and Charlton go down though. So they remain in the Championship. They didn't get promoted the following year, but they are dropping down. They finished 12th there. They're not relegated, they're not promoted, but they are in 8th. So it looks like they are finishing as a mid-table Championship side. So they're establishing themselves in the Championship but not going any further down. And they're not progressing up. The sooner they go up, they go back down again, so which is unfortunate. Transfer history. We'll just skip down to the 24-25. So they didn't bring anybody in at all. They've just lost, well, just got rid of a few players. Tunzabi has gone to Everton for 10 million. Everton seem to pick up quite a few Man United players. But again, not an awful lot. James Forrest has gone for 350,000. Wow. McCarthy went to Norwich for 300k. But again, a lot of loan fees. They've just loaned out I'm assuming they need money. The following season, they did pick up Levitt from United on a free. 2 million on Hughes from Ipswich and O'Connell for Everton. Again, a lot of loanees out. 14 million for Shinnie, Ferguson, Chalmers all getting money for. But apart from Ross Doonan's finally gone. The following season, again, not an awful lot, just over £1 million spent on Osborne and Murray for Liverpool and Forest. Wow. Again, there's a lot of loanees in there. Levitt's gone to Newcastle, so they just got him and they're selling him. Obviously can't afford to keep him. Just expect to have these players in for the one season. Try and get promoted, and they didn't quite make it. They spent a little bit of money. That's the season just gone. Brentford, a couple of players. Wow, two. Did they come into some money? Shalaboa from Watford. Morgan. So who did they sell? 10 million for Grot. Smith. McKenna. Oh, a couple of players going for a little bit of money. Aberdeen bought David Fox for 1.4 million. McBride's gone to Arsenal. There's no big names. They've an awful lot there, haven't they? That's massive. But again, all loans apart from these guys actually here. So what's their side look like now? They've got quite a large side. Big squad. Apparently they've got no goalkeeper at the minute. That's rather worrying. Really worrying. Wow. Highest earner then, Shalaboa. He's currently injured. 36 grand a week. Who have they got? Anybody that stands out? So they have established themselves as a championship side. So in 10 years, it's not really ideal for them. Reputation has gone down. Finances must have gone down. They got knocked out in the Carabao Cup. They're not doing well there. So what's the Carabao Cup like? Man City and Arsenal have dominated, really. That's no surprise there. FA Cup. What's the FA Cup like then? Southampton have won it last year. Man City are there. Brighton, Liverpool, Man City. Again, it's the big boys, really. They did get to the 5th round and lost to Bristol City. Right, the following season, how well did they do? FA Cup, and they lost in the 4th round to Aston Villa. How well did they do this time? Well, they got to the 2nd round, 3rd round, and they lost to Tottenham 4-0. Quite a little bit of a hammer in there. FA Cup, they got to a replay against Preston and losing that. FA Cup, they managed to get to the 5th round against Liverpool this time. They did beat Hull and Bradford to get there. To be honest, I'm pretty surprised. Really am. But I'd say out of this, Celtic seem to have struggled slightly. Let's just have a look at the Champions League. See who has been dominating the last few years. Man City, Real Madrid, PSG, Man City, Real Madrid, Man City. So Man City are really taking the honours there. Euro. Let's have a quick look there as well. Again, it's kind of mixed. Apart from Tottenham winning in 2021, it's not really been. The English teams aren't really featuring it at all. Right, I think that is going to conclude this experiment. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a little bit different. I've not done anything like this before. Hopefully they might get better. If you have any suggestions as to what teams I should do next, or which league swaps, or any other experiment, I guess, let me get my way around this editor thing, and I can do a few more of these. But it's been quite interesting to see what happens in 10 years' time. To say that Man United have dominated the Scottish is an understatement. Is Solskjaer still manager? He is still the manager. Wow. Let's hope he's going to be there in another 10 years' time after he gets United up and running, especially after the good start they've had in the first day of the league. So until the next time, guys, thank you very much for watching the YouTube channel. Please subscribe. And until next time, when we'll try something else. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.